the 1996 NBA Conference Finals.
It's been 17 years since the Seattle Sonics have seen the NBA Finals. They can get there tonight. Welcome to Game 5 between the Utah Jazz and the Seattle Sonics. Sonics look to move on to the NBA's championship round. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's Game 5 for the Utah Jazz. Jeff Hornacek averaging 17 a game, and John Stockton averaging 10.5 a game. In the backcourt, Felton Spencer and Chris Morris, along with Karl Malone up front, carrying his share of the load at 26 points and 10.5 boards a game. Here's Jerry Sloan, the Jazz head coach, with 5 of the Sonics' 16 points, 10-point lead. And on the move to the basket, Karl Malone with the layup. The Sonics are up 13 with less than a minute and a half to play here in the first. Hornacek has Perkins in the air, hits the jump shot. Jeff Hornacek has
shoot the ball from the perimeter, so they're playing him tight. 9 on the shot clock. Carr.
Antoine Carr on his move to the baseline. Push it, Stockton does just that. Carr got the basket and the foul.
Now the big dog does what most big people do, run right down the middle of the floor, and Stockton found him right.
4 on Sunday in Salt Lake City. Time and time again in the low post, scoring at will.
Antoine Carr scoring at will. Well, there's at least one hearty Utah Jazz soul in the stands. Welcome back to Seattle, everyone. 29-26. Seattle leading Utah by 3 with 8:48 to play. In Stockton with McMillan on it.
Beautiful pass.
Carr, Russell for 3. Brian Russell. Half. Low-scoring game so far. Pretty good ball movement by the Utah Jazz results in 3 points by Brian Russell.
Trouble on the road.
Stockton into the lane, puts it up, and gets the bounce. Combined for just 7 points. Malone on the feed from Isley. First half, the Sonics lead is 3. Carr back outside. Hornacek got it. 2:15 to play. 1-point lead for Seattle. Hornacek for 3. Jeff Hornacek gives you, who is shooting 59% from behind the three-point line in the postseason.
Jeff Hornacek got the seams lined up the way he liked them, and it was nothing but money for him.
37-46, 55 seconds to play. Hornacek, another 3. That's in place of Chris Morris. Hornacek for Malone on the move. And a good look cross-court by Jeff Hornacek to play in the third quarter. Malone to Carr. Antoine. Malone, turnaround, got it.
Extremely difficult shot.
Shot clock down to 6. Carr on the baseline with the hook.
Oh, beautiful.
Antoine Carr with 14 points. Sonics by 1. Malone. Karl Malone puts Utah back up, 78-77. Now here comes Malone down on the blocks.
If you're John Stockton at some point, oh, what a shot by Hornacek. He was so... Now Hornacek started, and Sean Clint closed the lane in a terrific acrobatic effort by him. He's going to look to try to make it happen with him having the ball.
Russell for 3.
The first straight-up shot he's taken in the second.
Middleton to voice his displeasure, but the call stands. When we come back, it'll be Utah basketball in a 3-point lead, 2:37 to play. You're watching the NBA on NBC.
On every other time.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Malone got it. Karl Malone. Malone with 29.
He's the guy that made the big 3-point shot that come back to Hornacek.
Hornacek for 3. 90
Shooting contest the rest of the way.
Payton for 3. No. Rebound. Karl Malone. And Utah lives to fight another day.
Very few people except yourselves expected you to be able to come in and win this, much less an overtime game on the road. What was the key factor?
We said that this team have always responded when things was tough on us. We always believed in ourselves when everybody else didn't. So it's sort of amazing when you put your mind to something, you can do it. But I'm really proud of the way the guys came out. We knew they were selling Bulls tickets already, and they had to play us. So that's how they was thinking. But we won this game, and we did what we wanted to do. We want to go back home there and get that one. So this team showed unbelievable character and pride, and I'm really proud of it.
It seemed that the defense in the overtime is the key for you, forcing those big turnovers.
Well, I think the defense really stepped up in overtime. We had some good looks at it. We didn't make it, but like I said, our defense came through. And when nobody else believed in us, we believed in ourselves, and I think it's a good mark of a good team. So I'm really proud of us. We got to go back home now, so it's really fun.
Does this put the pressure now squarely on the Sonics? They didn't do what people expected them to do, and they're going back to your play.
Well, I think what we have to do now is take one game at a time. Now, we said we're in a one-game season. Those guys are capable of coming in our building and beating us if we don't get ready to play. But I guarantee you we'll be ready to play in our place and try to force a 7-game here.